This match, we talk a lot about PGR numbers, 8, 14, 22, 10, whatever. This is 1 and 2. This is the best in the world and the second best in the world. And these guys, and we talked about like set counts. I got 2-2 here, 1-0, 4-1, whatever. 13 and 5 lifetime. These guys cannot stop playing each other. MkLeo up, he's up 8 sets overall. But one thing to note, he went 7-1 in Season 1. Only 6-4 in Season 2.
So the gap is definitely closing between
tightening.
these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and right now, seeing this winner semis match, this is basically like a grand finals that you'd see at many, many majors.
Yes, yeah.
And yet we're going to have these two facing off right here in the winners semis, and I love how they are ready and rearing to go. MkLeo had to go through Larryler, MVD, and the Buzz. We're on the other side, Samsora, Ven, Valor, and Tweak. And Joker, let's not even forget that. Look at that, no time wasted. They must have been warming up, Coney. Let's go.
Oh, wow, they just went right into it.
I thought this was a hand warmer, dude.
And you were talking about these guys meeting before. This was actually what we saw last year at Genesis 6. Leo going on to win the whole thing. We'll see if history will repeat itself. Right now on PS2, he's got a slight lead.
Oh, this is true. Was it Samsora that knocked him to the losers?
Yep.
Okay.
And then he came back with 2 wins. Mr. Saturn is in play, but he's going to fall off on the right.
Here we go. Yeah, Joker right now, a character that a lot of people are calling the best in the game, yet you don't even see that many great representatives
Not
like
at all.
MkLeo. I love how in the beginning, MkLeo, super dominant. Remember at Genesis, you saw him using the likes of Ike, right? Even using Lucina and many other characters.
Yeah.
And then around Gobble time, we saw he decided to switch it up and started using Joker. And that's when we started seeing a bit more holes in his gameplay, right? But
yeah,
once he finally started to understand how the character actually played, people found it very difficult to get W's on him. To the point where, at first, remember, Joker came out and they were like, hey, this character's high tier? Not anymore, man.
Yeah, it took a couple weeks for him to really lock it down, and then we found players like Samsora, who sort of found answers to Joker. As you can see right here, keeping it very even with MkLeo, whereas we've seen a lot of people just kind of get rolled over. Because see who gets this first stock here. These guys having a long, storied history, and the back air, expertly placed by Leo, going to take stock 1.
Oh, indeed. One thing that's really good for Samsora right now is the fact that this is MkLeo without Arsene. If Arsene comes in, we might see another stock get deleted quite quickly.
Yeah, you can't overstate that. The fact that he is so good without Arsene, he can find these KOs. A lot of people kind of rely on Arsene to get them.
Uh-oh,
good
he's
tech.
here.
Yeah. Oh, but he's not even going to get a chance to participate, Samsora. And that's perfect timing, right?
Yes.
If you can get rid of it, knock the meter all the way back down, and force him to farm up another one. So good.
Uh-oh, big combos here from Sam. Nice ender right there just to push MkLeo up to the side, but that was an immediate Arsene call for Joker. And it looks like he's not going to run away. He's going to engage, understanding that if he gives him too much quarter, it's going to be even worse.
And that's a really good point, because as we've seen, this matchup has really sort of evolved over time. We've seen Samsora try to take sort of the patient route. He's going to pluck turnips, try to hit MkLeo from far away, but then Leo started using the counter, the Tetracard, started using different options to be able to get away. But Samsora seems to be playing this more actively in his face, and he's really succeeding because of it.
Absolutely. Big change up from what we've seen at Ultimate Summit 2. Where he tried to be a bit more defensive. I think he's still mixing it up. You know, there are times where he paces himself, but if he has to act, he understands that he has the frame data to engage with this character.
It's very sort of red light, green light, trying to find his openings. Now Leo firing out of the corner. I think Samsora has to finish this before Arsene makes an appearance, because let's keep in mind, the rage is going to be huge on Leo's side, and he does not want to get hit by a drag down up air into a smash attack.
Uh-oh, and this is what Samsora wants. He is so good at corner pressure. Back air from Peach, that flow cancel back air, it's probably the best tool to wall somebody in the corner. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that, and Samsora is so good at even catching jumps or rolls from there.
Wow, a weird misstep by Leo, who is just sort of a god of execution, not landing the back air there. Samsora able to get away. And this is a very scary spot. Even if you're not getting KO'd by that move, you're in such a bad position off stage, rolling into that, and that's going to be his stock first.
MkLeo is literally the best ledge trapper. You saw what happened right there. Every time, just dashing back and occupying that space with that forward tilt. Always trying to cover many options, but Samsora striking back, putting it at 1 stock apiece.
Has the turnip too, but trying to get off the ledge against Leo is a task. It'll take you all day, but here we go. We've got the down throw. doesn't really get much off of it. Only 22, but that's just fine. Keeping it even.
Gunshots are out. Very smart stuff by Leo, trying to get as much damage as he can from a distance, also forcing Samsora to approach.
Very even between these two, but look at that meter. One more hit should do it on either side. The turnip is out. There we go. Down throw into the up air. Still no Arsene, though.
I liked how MkLeo didn't try to extend that combo too far and just took to the ground to make it tougher for Peach to land, as she doesn't have the best landing tools.
Yeah. He's trying to play defensive now.
Oh,
he lands the down tilt, though, gets a lot of hits, and we see Samsora in the player cam doing the head bop. He's really feeling it.
Here we go.
Arsene's almost gone. This is Samsora's moment.
Nice right there. MkLeo, he wanted to see if he can at least get one big last Arsene hit before it's over.
He loves that. He loves that. We saw it at Summit time and time again. He would just have one more hit with Arsene, and he would find it on Samsora specifically. There's the fourth throw. Samsora has the entire stage behind him. How will he utilize the real estate? Tries to cover the jump, but it doesn't happen. And now he gives up stage control.
Oh, and right there, MkLeo thought he was able to just catch the landing with the forward smash, but there, perfect snipe. Wait a second, Arsene? Oh, but this is great for Samsora, though. Oh, what a reversal! I can't believe it. I honestly thought, even though there is invincibility in the startup, as you're going towards the edge, he would have gotten intercepted, but no.
You gotta be careful. You gotta, like, MkLeo's not gonna miss that execution, so you can't either. If you give him one shot, that's all he needs to crawl himself back in. Gets the down air there. Samsora nodding his head. He was just like, yeah, okay, all right. I realize just barely off with that neutral air. Maybe should have floated a little bit lower to catch him snapping. But it doesn't happen, and because of that, Leo's going to go up a game.
Samsora right now looking like he's taking deep breaths. Yeah, I could tell
he's frustrated.
He was not happy about that at all.
Very annoyed. And I get it, man. That was his game to lose.
Yeah. That was so instantaneous, like that quick ledge hop up, just down there. Sam was still above the edge. Wow. Okay, here it is. Sam is about to turn it up a notch. I mean, that was a pretty good game. Up until that last part right there where he wasn't able to get that edge guard.
Yeah. I mean, what it comes down to is I feel like Samsora is fighting a boss fight.
Yes, he is.
And then he got greedy at the end for the last hit. And because of that, Leo slayed him. And now here we are in the next match, and Samsora knows how to beat the boss. He's done it before. But the problem is he might get a little antsy, take a couple hits he shouldn't.
But yeah, that definitely happens. It's the worst kind of thing to see when a player starting off looks like they're doing really well, keeping it close and competitive, but then the moment that they lose, they throw their game plan out the window and start going for things that may not necessarily actually have to be added to the formula.
So Samsora deftly avoiding that back air. Arsene is gone. He's trying to ledge trap, but Leo keeps finding a way away from it.
Okay, here it is right now. Trying to come back. I love how Samsora is forcing MkLeo to delay his recoveries. No jab reset right there. Here comes the turnips again. Oh, actually thought he was going to SD there, Cody.
I did too. He was so deep, but he's able to recover. There's the up air again without Arsene. Has a nice little turnip in his hand. Going to take it for later. Yeah, he's not going to get anything off it, but he does force Samsora to shield, and he catches him coming out of it with the dash attack. Very smart by Leo.
Oh, and right there just gets right out of there. That's one of the best tools, up guns, just to, not only with edge guarding, but even to just get out of tough situations when you're in the corner. But Arsene coming soon.
Nice back air, yeah,
that is the
placed.
name of the game, Coney. Every single time he sees Arsene is coming soon, he has to get rid of it. And same thing with MkLeo, where you notice when he's about to lose it, he makes sure to use it.
Yeah, he hits the gas. He tries to get one last hit. But here, Samsora having trouble making it back to the ground. I feel like Leo has sort of adapted, and giving up that game for Samsora may have been crucial.
Here comes the zoning again. MkLeo keeping center stage. That's very good interruption. Understanding that Peach loves to hover in the air, so you might as well go for those high aerials off the short hop.
Gets the back air, but nothing else. Can only get a one piece.
That down tilt allowed him to just slip right by. It was so quick too, unreactable almost.
And look at the way Leo's playing this now. He's shooting the gun, trying to disrupt Samsora, coming in with jumps. Another Mr. Saturn in play. You guys got to watch that, because basically, if you shield the Mr. Saturn hit, well, it doesn't matter anymore. But if you shield it, your shield's going to break in one hit, and that can be a stock right away.
Oh, man.
He also pulls a bomb.
Yeah, and with Arsene out, I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of the Makara card, reflecting that right back at him. Looks like MkLeo does not care to reflect these at all. Instead, he's like, you're going to turn it, I'm just going to run up to you. Because a lot of times people will try to put out their reflector, and then a player would just like basically jump around the reflected projectile and then punish.
Is the up air? Not quite enough.
Oh, wow! Rare stuff right there, but MkLeo, it's been a while since I've seen him KO with that, dude.
It's not common. Gets the up B, barely snipes him out of the air. Now 88% on Leo, who is just firmly in control. And Samsora, the game plan has just sort of fallen to pieces. I don't think he wants to use turnips too much because that was sort of his game plan in the past where he would just kind of sit back and throw turnips, and then Leo started using Rebel's Guard and getting free Arsene. So Samsora has to come to him and try to find a way to shave off this stock now.
He's trying his best to approach, but you see the zoning with the guns and the A-hop. Okay, he's pulling back. He understands he has the lead, and right there, catching the landing from Samsora. Look at this, just great conditioning. But wait, another one?
Another bomb.
But invincibility right there, man. 1 to, what is it, 1 to 20? That's a lot for that up B.
Yeah. There we go. Gonna throw it out, try to cover Arsene, but it's not gonna happen. Just gonna wait on stage. Samsora giving up a bit of stage, but it's so scary against Arsene. Doesn't want to get hit.
Oh man, and here it comes, getting hit by that truck. This time MkLeo didn't want to go for the counter, but it looks like, wait, their grab, very tough situation to deal with. But all those pummels, getting rid of Arsene, very smart. That was his face.
Yeah.
And now we have so much great RNG! Goodness gracious,
what
man.
A world!
What a world indeed.
What a world to get 3 Mr. Saturns, I'm pretty sure, and 2 bombs in one game.
Wouldn't it be crazy if people started tweeting up about RNG and how they hate it so much in Smash?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen that before.
Yep.
Also, I want to mention just a small little tidbit. Leo held left as soon as Samsora started charging the smash attack because he realized he was done.
Yeah.
He wanted to get back on stage as soon as possible. He wasn't even trying to DI it.
He was like, yeah, I just want to play.
Look at Samsora here. Oh no, missing a grab. He looks like he might have an answer. I love the air dodge back on stage.
Oof.
Oh yeah. You gotta watch it. Leo's looking for it every time he wants the roll in, and it is just so laggy at the end. He's tracking you to the very end, and Samsora rolling right into the back air. And you have to imagine that first game dropped might have been just enough for him to lose the set.
It was incredibly close, right, between 2 of those players, and yet MkLeo now, he's on fire, dude. 2 straight games. Samsora, hopefully that first game drop doesn't really get to him. I mean, we kind of saw his head shake right there, right? And I feel like that was kind of a sign.
He was looking frustrated, and I feel like Leo, so used to making the reverse 3-0s. We saw him do it yesterday against Larry. He's just so incredibly good at finding his way of coming back in a set. I don't know if Samsora really has the same gumption at this point against Leo. It's going to be extremely difficult to be able to win 3 games in a row against MkLeo here at Genesis 7.
All right, now with the winky face in hand, I like this play style. It looks like he's going to try to see if he can increase the range that he has with these turnips to get some confirms. We saw him try to turnips before on Pokemon Stadium 2, but they weren't quite working out as well as you see here, bringing MkLeo up to 68%.
Yeah, it's quite a bit, but has the full Arsene meter to reckon with. He's playing it slow, but the problem with FD is now it's a little bit tighter, and I think Leo recognizes that, and he's just threatening so much harder in terms of space.
Guys, and threatening a lot with that dash attack. If Samsora ever decides to go for any errant turnip pulls, that's a free dash attack, which was not going to be good for him.
Back
especially
air
with Arsene.
They're
Nice
going to try
mix.
to land. Yeah, I like the landing mix up there.
Yeah, the closer you get right there, you could see that hit stun. Mix-ups right here from MkLeo, making it very hard to get those turnip edge guards, man.
Samsora going to go very low. Oh, wow, he kind of hits Leo out of his option. Doesn't matter, though. They're both making it back. I love the run and grab, recognizing Samsora was going to be holding shield as much as he can. Leo with the excellent ledge trapping again, but overcommits, I think. Got another grab. Leo playing very scared, or I'm sorry, Samsora playing very scared, and I think Leo recognizes it. That's why he keeps getting these grabs. And just a little bit too low.
Just catching him right there. That looked really tough. MkLeo in such great control. We've been seeing some of these mix-ups that he's employing. But wait a second, that there's not going to be the one that's going to take the stock here.
And you see him threatening, yeah, and again, Leo sort of being a little bit afraid, but he'll take the grab.
What did I tell you? that reflector, man, you gotta respect it. MkLeo was like, I'm not trying to lose a stock. I'm still here to play.
So scary, and that would not have KO'd Samsora, but it would have done a lot of regular damage and even more mental damage, I think. And now 165, he's just hitting Samsora over and over.
Just cutting off a lot of his escape options in midair. Samsora holding shield for far too long, getting grabbed right there. Wait, down air?
Yeah, I think he caught Leo sort of overextending, overreaching. Gets the down air, and that will land the KO, but it's still looking tough here. He's at 94%. If he can just get a normal string, like a down tilt or a grab or some kind of peach stuff, he might be able to come back here.
Did you notice how MkLeo stood completely still and moved only when Samsora started moving?
Yeah.
That almost looked like a computer.
Yeah.
You know, whenever you're playing like
He's
a computer in a
waiting,
fighting game, the moment you inch forward, they automatically move. And it's like, what are you doing, reading my inputs? That is insanely scary.
I mean, Leo's like a boss fight, dude. I'm telling you.
But Samsora definitely has the confidence, and he's such a great player. He has been able to close the gap in this second season, like you said before. Nair, okay,
Hold
solid.
on. Oh, I love the Z drop. Doesn't land, though. You got to watch the back air. How are you getting back on stage? He rolls in. Leo going to get a small punish for it. Nothing too much. He's got to watch the back air again. Do not roll in, Samsora. But an up smash out of shield?
From that distance, I couldn't believe it. Samsora with the reads.
136 here, Samsora fighting his way back into this match and potentially the set. He's got to get back to center stage, though, because every time he's off, he is just in a lot of danger of eating that back air. Leo just so fast with it.
Nice. Leo understanding right there that Sam did not want to jump out of that corner. Uh-oh, but that looks like a freebie.
Yeah. And I think Samsora was mashing up B because you saw what happened before where he dropped a little bit too low because he got hit by down guns. And because of that, he was a little bit too eager to go up. He doesn't snap to the ledge and he eats the forward air.
Nice jump out right there by Leo, but Sam with the opening again. Wow, big hits here.
It's a lot of damage,
but
yeah.
our set is here.
Yeah, Samsora he's got to play careful. Oh, Leo misspacing the grab, but it does not matter. Taking a little bit more.
Free opportunity to get that turnip toss right here.
Yeah, he needs to turn. Oh, wow, again, Leo misspacing grabs. And I like how Samsora is kind of slightly spacing him out. We saw Samsora holding shield a little bit too much before, maybe baiting Leo a little bit now.
But it was very good the way Samsora was able to play that because now we have our Sen off the board and a decent amount of time for him to play his game. Let's see. How's he going to come out of this one? You've seen a lot of dash back F tilted ledge traps. He actually just dashes underneath. Oh,
Turnips out. He got the one. He can't get two. Gets off to the back air. Turnips out again. Can he land it once more? He cannot, but he still got the ledge.
Looking for a jump. MkLeo thought he could slip underneath, but there's the fair. Even if Sakurai nerfed it, Samsora says right here he's going to make sure to use it at that right percent. And that was such good capitalization of MkLeo's options. You noticed he felt the pressure from the corner. The float cancel bear being such an amazing tool, and even nair grab could be a threat too, right? He didn't want to deal with any of that. He wanted to see if Samsora was going to take to the skies so that he could use that low profile of his down tilt to clip Samsora. But instead, Samsora hovers up and above.
Yes.
And then punished it.
And what's so interesting is we saw Leo punish the same thing in an earlier game when Samsora tried to roll in from the ledge. He was trying to find a way back to the stage, trying to force it, and Leo covered it there. Leo maybe a little bit too anxious to get back to the middle of the stage, but he's got at least one more game or two more games to figure it out.
Yep. And just like you said, you know, being too anxious, all that means is for MkLeo to have to slow down.
Yeah, I think so. I think Samsora is just like, there, Samsora got the better of Leo in the mental exchange, which is not common. Does not happen very often. Nice, down air into forward air. Okay. Good tech away by Leo.
I definitely like these combos from Samsora. A lot of times I always wonder if he's going to try to go for the drag downs, like the bigger combos,
right,
but
yeah.
He's trying to keep it safe. You know, Peach is definitely a technical character. Takes
no
a lot
question.
of work.
So we're going all the way up.
Yep.
Ooh, tries to go for the grab. It's not going to happen. These guys just getting so many grabs on each other because they're both just so scared, sitting in that shield, trying not to get hit. 102 here.
Nice escape right here by Samsora, but that unsafe pressure led to that out-of-shield option by MkLeo. And again, taking to the skies too much damage.
Samsora barely surviving that. 126. Oh, yeah, eats the forward air. And this is all Leo just patrolling the stage, staying under the platform. Gonna barely miss space, so he's gonna get knocked off.
Oh, and another down tilt. Samsora sniffed that out before, but this time did it so quickly. Here we go. Counter.
Oh, I love the weight on there, not giving him the Parasol into the Tetrakarn.
Dot Eyes, though, gotta have to watch out for that. Fortunately for MkLeo, 66%, not the biggest threat, but dash attack, man. Like I told you before,
you're right,
from that far away, such an amazing zone breaker. One of the best ones in the game, bar none.
He covers so much space so quickly, and you think you have time to pluck a turnip, but it actually takes pretty long. I love the empty jump. And he hasn't really gotten much with these turnips, but no, he's coming down this time. And it puts him in a very bad spot because Leo didn't want to go to the ledge. He didn't want to go all the way down. So he was sort of feigning toward the stage because that Samsora is going to track him and get the KO.
Nice again, getting underneath. We don't see the far away. Oh, I thought he was about to go for a mean extension there.
Yeah. Nice neutral air, going to follow him up with the dash attack.
Here comes the pressure. MkLeo just literally playing leapfrog here with Samsora. All these mix-ups, though, keeping each other guessing. You think an aerial's coming out, but it's an empty jump grab.
There's another grab there. There's the back throw. Wants to keep him at the left. Oh, yeah, another Mr. Saturn in play. This is like the 8th one we've seen here. This is insane.
Oh, and that's a punish out of shield right here, giving him a lot of stage. Let's trap. Is he going to read a jump? Oh, MkLeo fights his way out.
Yeah. Samsora with a kind of an unsafe forward air, going a little bit too far, holding forward on that. And now about a 30% differential. Leo in the right idea, but not in the right place. But he gets the drag down forward air into the forward smash. Leo needs one more stock to move on to winners finals.
Yep, and I just saw, some disappointment on Samsora's face.
Sure.
Not too happy about this.
Can't let him affect it too much. And we know that Samsora can reel back from stuff like that. It doesn't really shake him up too badly. Wow, a turnip KO!
Hit him with 2 of them right there. Second one catching MkLeo off guard, knocking him straight down, even with Arsene.
Here we go. Last stock for both of these gentlemen.
Gunshots coming out, discouraging float. And
Yeah,
you see the A-high as well.
He wants to stuff him. Anytime Samsora is coming in, he wants to stop him. I think he had the roll in, but he didn't get the pivot, so he's going to eat a lot of damage. That's 48.
Samsora's hungry. Arsene coming soon. No roll? Okay. He's comfortable. MkLeo said he'll keep center. He likes playing underneath the platform right here. And that burst from the Aegon, you have to respect it. Catches him off guard.
Yeah, this is so scary for Samsora because he wants to get rid of it. Oh, such expert spacing. Vertical spacing, too. Gets the dot eye hit. And now he's got to stay away. He has to stay away. He wants the one last hit. He gets a back here. Stay away, Samsora.
And there it is. Keeping that stock, man. Staying grounded as much as possible. Blocking the necessary projectiles that you see Joker is putting out. MkLeo wants to slow down Samsora. Okay, so I see he's trying. He's fixing for a drag down fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Samsora doesn't give it to him, then he'll try to catch him off guard with that dash attack. And now
Samsora is in such a scary spot being at the ledge. He bursts out with the dash attack. Leo going high. He's got to find a way to land. He has to watch out for forward air, for back air. He keeps eating grabs, but it's not too bad. Patrolling ledge expertly, but he gets surprised by a forward air.
Okay, let's see the option. And great timing. Samsora gets the normal get up and ties up the games.
Beautifully done with that back air there. Leo looking a little annoyed, I think. Not really at Samsora or at Peach, but at himself, realizing Samsora wanted that get up back air and falling into it. And Leo, such a seasoned veteran, even with how young he is. Just recently turning what, like, was it 19 or 20?
I think 19, right?
Incredibly young,
Very
but
young.
still such a competitor's heart, saying, I knew I shouldn't have done that, knew I shouldn't have gotten up into it. That's what you can expect from an EVO champion, from a Genesis champion, as we're going to Battlefield for this 5th and final game.
Oh, absolutely. You look at these top players, right? One of the most common options that a lot of players tend to go for when they're at the edge is normal get-up. And if you're not punishing normal get-ups at this point in the game, you're not a top player.
No question. MkLeo against Samsora, game 5. It's the final game of this set. Somebody's dipping down to losers. Can Samsora complete his victory? Last year, they met here before. He was able to take the win, but he couldn't take the tournament, trying to change his fate here at Genesis 7.
Big combos here. It's time. Samsora again. Uh-oh. Arsene, though.
Oh, dear. And that was a fast Arsene, man. Only 23 seconds in.
It is so intimidating even when he says it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you think you're doing really well in the matchup. You're like, yeah, I got a lot of percent. And then Arsene, it's like, oh, I have to change the way I'm playing right now.
Oh, and look at Samsora. pumping the brakes expertly. Leo trying to shoot across the stage. He does grab the turnip. Oh, dear.
Damage.
But Leo is just hungry like the wolf, has this Arsene, and doing so much damage.
But nice evasion right here by Samsora. Doesn't want to get caught on these platforms. We've seen those drag down loops before. Nice catch. Yeah, Leo was hanging out far too long. An interception. And again, how are you coming back this time? You
can't. And it was so good by Leo because he held his jump. He didn't use his jump until he had to, but Samsora had it ready, and that's just how much matchup knowledge both of these players have. And Leffen is smiling somewhere right now as he gets the double up air.
Yeah, right there, Leo understanding that he did not have enough damage for him to ensure the KO, so he had to do a couple more reps. But right there, you saw Samsora making sure to DI out of there.
Yeah. 100%. Samsora sitting pretty. And again, he's playing so slow. Just trying to play on his back foot, trying to pluck these turnips. Leo trying to crack the code here, I think. Trying to solve the Rubik's Cube. Trying to go deep, but that hasn't hit Samsora in quite a while, that deep back air. We know that he hit it all the time in the past, but Samsora, I think, that's just been on top of his radar constantly.
Yeah, nice tech right there. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with how Samsora, even when you see Arsene is out, what in the world, Coney? But yeah, even when Arsene is out, he's able to come back on stage. Oh, he found the hole right there.
He keeps finding holes. It feels like he's bursting off the stage with a forward air again and again, but doesn't matter there. Gonna lose the stock, but he did get some free damage that way.
Absolutely, and right now Samsora just shaving off the clock, playing the waiting game. And he said, you know what? I took that damage, but I didn't lose my stock.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna chill. Nice stuff. It feels like Samsora is starting to outpace Leo, which is not an easy thing to do. Tries to cover him. He needs to get back on stage, though.
And remember what happened last Genesis as well, right? Samsora did get the W on MkLeo, but then that just sent the Grim Reaper out to everybody else in the loser's bracket.
And here, Leo is turning it up. He might be shifting into that secret gear. Leo just seems to have a different reserve than all these other players. And every once in a while, he'll tap into something. We'll see if Samsora can keep up. The turnip is out. It's not going to land. What's the punish on Arsene? There's nothing. He's going to land the hot chop into the up smash.
Right there, Sam just waiting for that escape option in from center stage. Good DI by Leo, but he's getting snuffed right now.
He gave him Arsene with all these hits. Leo is reeling. He's looking wobbly. The legs are shaking. Can Samsora finish it?
Here it is. This is MkLeo we were talking about, ladies and gentlemen. He usually is able to bring it back, but Samsora, #2 in the world, gets caught straight into the sky. 102%, Cody. What do you think?
This is perfect.
Yeah.
The Arsene is gone. Samsora has all the time in the world to land this KO, and it's not like he's going to do 70 and give him a free Arsene. He needs to land the KO, but we know how good Leo is at playing without Persona.
It's time. We were talking about some of the tools that Peach has. Right now, you're going to probably see a lot of these back airs to close out the stock.
No! He wanted to roll in. Leo not letting him have it. Leo playing expertly. He's going to eat the back air. He needs to get on stage. What's the conditioning? We've seen him get hit again and again for trying to normal get up. He's able to get away with it, but he bursts through with a dash attack.
Yep, and we don't see the guns as much happening right now. He's just staying super active, keeping the pressure going. Samsora gets the bear! That's not the end yet!
Catching the turnip.
Oh, what an air dodge, but this is a setup. Arsene.
What?
Oh,
What?
God!
Leo!
Yes! Leo sent to the loser's bracket. Samsora, repping eUnited, moves on to the winners finals to face off against Mars. I can't believe it. We didn't see the pause. We didn't see the dramatic finish. Arsene didn't even come out. I can't believe it. And there it is right there. TK Breezy on the side hugging his son. What a game. What a game, man. It looked like you already know what I'm thinking, man.
What direction were you holding?
He literally
Why'd you go that way? What did you do?
Did he start mashing? Because, you know, when you get grabbed and you start pummeling the opponent, you hear a person just start mashing. And it was a bit of a tough situation right there for MkLeo. Yeah. Can't believe it, but this is what happened at the last Genesis. Last Genesis, Samsora did get the W on MkLeo, and now the Grim Reaper takes out his scythe, and he's about to unleash havoc on everybody in the loser's bracket. We'll see what happens, though, because these players are getting better and better. And, man, I just want to see some more action after this, man. That was crazy.
Yeah. I think there are more and more people that can sort of take out Leo. We've seen him make that Grim Reaper run most famously at EVO, where he went all the way from 7th after dropping to Kameme in the loser's bracket. He went from 7th to 5th, to 4th, to 3rd, to 2nd, to 1st, winning EVO 2019. And now he's going to have to beat a couple more opponents to get back up to Samsora. He did it last year. We'll see if he does it again. Just such an incredible set between these two. And we see sort of over time, it's sort of, you see pieces of what happened as they sort of learned the matchup time and time again. MkLeo learning how to beat Samsora, Samsora learning how to beat MkLeo. Just an incredible set. Maybe we'll see it again later. We'll see if MkLeo can make the run. But guys, for right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.